I never felt so happy before. A little rascal knocked at my door. It's Cupid that I'm speaking of. I'm in love, so in love. I must admit that right from the start, I went and lost my heart. Wait till you see me with my sweetie, showing her off to the crowd. Looking so dreamy at my sweetie, feeling so terribly proud. She makes a specialty of looking good to me. She ought to be right in Tiffany's window. She's a jewel, I know that you will agree. Wait till I'm married to my sweetie, how happy I'll be. I've got the bungalow paid for, I've had it specially made for my sweetie, sweetie dee dee, my sweetie and me.
Even at matinees, he kills them.
That's why he's a great performer.
Well, he can get ready for the greatest performance of his life. This just came.
Oh, thanks. I'll take it.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, look, honey, from the president.
Huh?
Maybe a command performance,
The President of the United States? Well, open it up, see what he says. Here, let's see it. What is it? What's it? Holy smoke, I'll say it's a command performance.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jerry, but what... What did he
Look,
say?
sweetie, you know I love you, don't you?
Thanks, I
Will
know,
you
but
marry me
but-
tonight?
What?
Will you marry me tonight?
Well, of course, but...
Wonderful. Congratulations. Starting tomorrow, you're a war bride. Look, I've just been drafted. Goodbye, Mama.
Oh, Mopsy, listen to Mama.
I owe it to him. He helped us when we came to America. Now I help him.
But it was from fights and troubles we run away.
But we didn't start this one, and it's up to us Americans to finish it. Look, Mama, see what it says? I want you for the United States Army. Uncle Sam has his finger on me. Goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye. Goodbye, my son, and take care of you. Be a good boy and don't fight.
Yes.
Mrs. Dibble? Mrs. Dibble? Oh, Mrs. Dibble? Yes, Miss O'Brien.
Say, they tell me already he's leaving for the war.
Yes, and the Army's glad they got him.
Well, so am I. Now maybe we can get some sleep around here.
The time playing that cornet.
I know it'll be hard on you, but tell me, aren't you a tiny bit proud?
Eddie, I don't see what the Army wants with you. You'll never make a good soldier.
Well, I can try it for a few months and see how I like it. If I don't like it,
You what?
I can try it a few more months.
Oh, it all comes from your wanting to march in parades and play in a band. It's all the fault of that darn cornet.
Well, it won't be a cornet any longer. From now on, it'll be a bugle.
So that's the bugler, huh? Now I know the first guy I want to kill in this war.
Does that mean we should get up?
5:30? That can't be for us. I didn't leave any call for 5:30. I'll roll over and get another 40 winks.
Get out of them beds! I want this joint cleaned up before breakfast. Get out of there, you! Up! The CO's gonna give this barracks a white glove inspection today. So rise, my little beauties, and start to shine. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
All right, hi. We're the new fellas. We just got in last night.
You slept well?
Oh, yeah, sure. You know, this bed's got the softest mattress I ever slept on the floor next to.
Say, listen, chum, there's a war waiting for you. But I ain't! Now roll out of them sacks before I bust your ankles at the knees. Now get out of there! You too! Huh?
All right.
You, my little white lily! Up! You too!
He's drunk with power, ain't he?
Hey, what is this 5:30 business?
Left! 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 Platoon! Halt!
Fast.
What is the matter with you, beautiful? Can't you even hear? I'm telling you what foot to lay down. Don't you know your left foot from your right?
I know they're both sore, and I wish they were both flat.
Shut up! Oh, so the Army don't agree with you, huh?
Some ways I don't agree with the Army.
Is it too much of a strain?
Wouldn't be if they kept sensible hours like civilians.
What did you do as a civilian?
Danced.
What would you like to do in the Army?
Dance.
Forward! March! I kept telling them, you don't get no soldiers out of no draft. So help me, Major. When I asked him what he'd like to do in this war, he comes back at me as quick as a flash. Dance, he says, dance, just like that.
Well, Jones was a dancer in civilian life. One of the best, too.
Yes, but how am I going to get over to a dope like that so that this here is a war?
Sergeant, there's a very necessary element in soldiering. It goes by various names, but let's call it morale.
Oh, I ain't saying he's a dame chaser, sir.
No, Sergeant. What I mean is that war is a pretty grim business, and sometimes a song or a smile is just as vital to an army as food.
Or, sir?
Teach your men to fight, naturally, but don't discourage their attempts to entertain one another. As a matter of fact, encourage them. Do you follow me, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything bothering you, Sergeant? You can speak quite freely, of course.
No, sir, only as far as I'm concerned, we just lost this war.
What?
Sir.
Swell, Max, swell. But look, don't forget to keep scrubbing the pots while you're singing, and you fellas move in behind him a little sooner. That fiddle section could stand a little rehearsal, too. Well, what do you think, Sarge?
Grown-up guys putting on a show give me a pain in the stomach.
Good. I was afraid you might like it. Get those copies made up as fast as you can, will you, men?
How's this, Jerry?
Oh, that looks fine, fine, but tone it down a little bit, you know. This is still for the Army, and when you finish that, make me a sketch of the kitchen over there just exactly the way it is. I want to use it for the KP number.
Jerry.
Coming right over. Got a match, Sarge?
Yes. Here's piano copies for the 2 new numbers.
Oh, fine, fine. I'll run over those in a couple of minutes. Now, I've got to get something snappy for the opening. That looks great. That looks good enough to walk down Fifth Avenue all alone. No. Wait a minute, fellas. Wait a minute. You're losing the whole spirit of the thing. Sit down, so I'll show you what I mean. Look, fellas, this isn't a 5-mile hike. Pick up the tempo. Raise your feet. Come on, let's try it again. A few times. They'll hit it all right.
All right, boys, line up.
Don't forget that rehearsal later.
Okay, Jerry. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, time.
No. Hold it, fellas. Look, point your hands, point your toes. Let's see those big smiles on your faces. That's it. Yes?
Could you use me?
Well, I don't know. What do you do?
Well, I'm the bugler.
Bugler. Whoa. Hold it, men. Hold it. It's no use. They'll find another one. Do you do anything else?
I also play the cornet.
But not as well as you play the bugle, huh?
Even better, perhaps.
That seems unbelievable. Bunny, hand me your cornet a minute.
Okay, Jerry.
Here, play this for me. Let's hear how it sounds. There you are. Wonderful. We're going to have a great show. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Are these okay for the minstrel stand?
Yeah, they look fine. I'll be with you in a minute. I got to fix up the finale.
God bless America. When that I love, stand beside her and guide her to the right with the light.
Wait a minute, fellas. Hold it. That song is out. I got another number for that spot.
What's the matter with the one we're singing?
Nothing. It's a swell tune, but it's too slow for the finale. Now, believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I got a number here that'll knock them right out of their seats. Now, I'll sing a verse, and chorus, and the rest of you join in. Now, here's the setting. There's a big transport, you see, built right on the stage. You just got orders. You're going overseas. Everybody's marching with full equipment. You're on your way to France. Go ahead. Hit it.
All is ready, so just hold steady. We must be going to the pier. No more waiting or hesitating. The time to sail is here. Bye-bye, mothers, and all the others who come to shed a little tear. Don't cry, bye-bye. Give us a parting cheer. We're on our way to left flank, hard. There's not a minute to spare. That's why. For when the Yanks advance, you bet we want to be there. Goodbye.
Lieutenant McCarthy reporting, sir. The convoy is standing by.
Well, that's fine. Sergeant McGee.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is it. The trucks are here.
We're ready, sir.
You instructed your men?
Everything is prepared, sir. We've changed the routine of the finale, and the men will march with full field equipment out through the audience to the trucks, sir.
Well, that's fine, Sergeant. Lieutenant, take charge of your detail.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is what you wanted, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Goodbye, Sergeant. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Hard. The way the show's going over, it looks like we're really running years.
Brother, we got marching orders, and soldier, you're really going to France.
That's not the way they rehearsed it.
Through the midst of race of men that we are leading over here.
It's real. They're going.
We're on our way to France. There's not a minute to spare. That's why. For when the Yanks advance, you bet we want to be there. Goodbye.
Along right! Back!
We're on our way to France. There's not a minute to spare. That's why. For when the Yanks advance, you bet we want to be there. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Al.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye.
Don't worry, honey.
Now, good luck.
Don't worry.
Take care of yourself.
Don't worry, darling. We'll be back in no time.
Good luck.
Yip, yip, yapang, huh, Jerry?
Oh, not much. Sometimes it did seem a little noisier backstage.
I'm scratching all the names in the show on the bugle. One's kind of hazy. Who was that guy in the fifth row, third from the end?
You mean yourself?
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Sergeant. How could I forget? Eddie Dibble.
Who's that?
It's me, Eddie.
You all right?
I'm afraid they dented my bugle.
Jerry! Oh, give me a hand.
Goodbye, France. We'd love to linger longer, but we must go home. Folks are waiting to welcome us across the pond. A fond farewell to you and yours. We won the war to end the wars. The job is done. The Kaiser isn't coming back, so goodbye, France.
There they are, everyone. The fighters of Yip Yip Yapang.
You know, I got a cousin like you.
There's one piece of government property I'd like to see ruined.
There's Marty Brennan, dead. The Argonne. There's Clark, dead.
They're not dead. Not a single one. They'll live forever on this bugle.
Hey, Max, Eddie.
What are you doing here?
Sorry, buddy. Well, a fine bunch of guys you turned out to be, leaving me up there in bed with nothing but a pitcher of water. Come on, Max, where's my drink?
Coming right up, Jerry.
Uh-oh. What happened to the sergeant? Somebody slip a Mickey, I hope?
I wonder what a guy like the sergeant would do after the war. Me, I go back to my work, but him?
He just goes back.
Civilians. Even in uniform, it's still civilians.
What about you, Jerry? What are you going to do?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be all right. I'll find some job that a fellow with a game leg can handle. But right now, I've got the biggest job of my life. Listen to this, gentlemen. You have just become the father of an 8-pound baby boy.
A father?
Yeah. Hey, Sarge, wake up. I'm a father, look.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jerry, to have a little one to come home to. My Genevieve died.
Genevieve?
It's his canary bird.
Say, let's put the baby's name on the bugle. Has it a name?
Not yet, but you know what I'm going to call him?
What?
John J. Pershing Jones.
Fine, we'll make him the godson of Yip Yip Yapang.
A great show.
You said it was a great show. Let's drink to it. Here's to a great show. May there never be another one.
On this November 11th, the 21st anniversary of the armistice of World War I, this then is the record of those who said they had no more territorial ambitions. Czechoslovakia annihilated, Albania invaded.
Is the number you have just heard. And now we take great pleasure in presenting to you the star of our program, Miss Kate Smith.
Hello, everybody. It is my happy privilege to introduce a new song, God Bless America. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair.
right in. Don't be late.
No.
White with
Right, Pop? Right, son.
Kind of makes you think of Blake, doesn't it? Makes you think of a lot of things. We're going to be in this yet, Mom.
Hello, son.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, darling.
New song?
Brand new, first time in the air.
Brand new, my eye. You know, I threw that song out of Yip Yip Yap Hank 22 years ago. Sounds better now.
Well, I guess that's all, Mrs. Nelson. I just wondered if there was anything I could do.
No, Johnny. Thanks.
He was a great guy.
Yes.
How's,
Dorothy and Blake's baby? Well, naturally, Dorothy is very upset, and she feels kind of alone and helpless with the baby that Blake never even saw. I asked her to move in here with us, but her pride and I don't know what she's going to do.
Must be tough on a young white baby. I hadn't thought about it. Call me if there's anything I can do, please.
Thanks, Johnny, but Ted is the man of the house now, and he'll look after things.
Sure he will. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Look, Ma, look. Ted gave all his stuff to me, even his best clothes.
Ted!
Yes, Mom. I've got a little business to take care of for Blake.
Gee, I hope this is a long war. I want to get in it, too.
There you are, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like a couple of dozen military marches, please.
Yes, sir. Johnny, what happened to you?
Nothing. I just changed clothes.
You've enlisted.
Well, you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
Oh, you look wonderful in that uniform.
Not any better than the rest of the fellas. We all have the same tailor.
Say, look, it's 9:30 now, and I got a report at 5:30 in the morning. That gives us 8 full hours to do the town, so let's go.
But, Johnny, I can't leave yet. Dad isn't coming back tonight. I've got to keep this store open till 10.
Miss Dibble, this is war. We're closing the joint right now. Come on, Fritz, darling.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Frances Langford.
Johnny Doughboy overseas, filled with pride and joy, stopping everyone he meets and shouting, "It's a boy!" What does he look like, that boy of mine? Since the news came, I can't get him off my mind. Does he resemble his homely dad? Does he look like the girl that I left behind? Bring on the Germans and bring on the Japs. Bring on the first two you can find. One for the rascal I haven't seen, and one for the girl that I left behind. What does he look like, that boy of mine? Since the news came, I can't get him off my mind. Does he resemble his homely dad? Does he look like the girl that I left behind? Bring on the Germans and bring on the Japs. Bring on the first two you can find. One for the rascal I haven't seen, and one for the girl that I left behind.
That must be a wonderful feeling for a soldier, to know there's somebody waiting for him.
Yeah.
Especially a wife.
Wife?
Sure, it's very simple. We stand in front of a minister, and he asks me the question, and I say, I do. Then he asks you the question, you say, I do. Or do you say, I do?
Look, honey, what could I offer you as the wife of a soldier? A home, any kind of life together? Just the right to write me letters. You have that now.
I could sign them Mrs. Johnny J.P. Jones. I've practiced.
And address them to Private Jones, U.S. Army. Destination unknown.
But, Johnny...
Look, honey, we've been going together since we were kids. We can wait for marriage a little while longer. Much as I love you, that's just not for us right now.
You mean we're not going to get married before you leave?
No, honey. And I know that's best. It was proven to me.
How is it proven?
Well...
That's what I thought.
Oh, look, that would be the romantic thing to do. Fellas all over the country, all over the world, marrying just as they get into uniform. I don't have the right.
I've offered you the right. Well, I guess I better get home. Thanks for letting me know how you feel about things. Please don't follow me, Johnny. I'm liable to say something I'll be sorry for the rest of my life.
Darling, darling, where are you?
Here, darling, what is it? What's the matter?
Oh, it's Danny. Danny's enlisted.
Well, that's wonderful. A son who does it the hard way. Where is he?
Hiya, Pop.
The Navy?
Well, Pop, between us, we have the situation well in hand.
He does look rather nice, though, doesn't he?
But, Danny, how could you?
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
4. 1.
What's going on here?
And all the way down, here comes the bull of the woods.
Hey!
Ours down.
What's the matter with you, Twardowski? Don't you like our early morning calisthenics?
Well, I didn't like him at first.
Oh, you didn't like him at first. How do you like him now?
I'm still on first.
Sarge.
Sarge? How'd you get in the Army?
Politics.
Is that a reason?
Look, Sergeant, I got 3 reasons for being in the Army. First, I'm patriotic. Second, I love my country. And third, they nailed me.
And that goes for me, too.
Listen, you two birds report to me immediately after this formation. Take him away, Sarge!
You and my big mouth.
Sergeant McGee.
Eddie.
Oh, I see you're still with your first love.
That's exactly right.
All the people coming in here.
Yeah, it looks like Sunday at the zoo. Gotta hang up a sign saying, please do not feed the soldiers. You see your father?
Yeah, he's up with the CO getting reacquainted.
So is mine. It took another war to get those guys together again.
There's a lot of mothers and sweethearts in that mob.
And speaking of sweethearts, get a load of that military objective approaching us. Shall I trip her?
Hey, take it easy, Yardbird. The young lady happens to be a friend of mine.
Hello, Johnny.
Hello. I didn't expect to see you here.
Neither did I.
Look, Tommy, why don't you take a ride? Now, I'll see you later.
Okay, maybe I'll pick up an MT.
Well, what brings you way up here in the sticks?
Well, Dad came down to the old-timers reunion, and he insisted that I come along at the last minute.
Sit down.
Thanks.
How do you like my new home?
Well, it's big enough. Well, what do you think of the Army by now?
Swell.
How do you feel about things?
I'm more in love with you than ever. I'm more than ever convinced there's a job that has to be done before we can even consider anything else.
Johnny, don't you realize that if all men felt like you, there wouldn't be any more families? There wouldn't be any more world.
Honey, you're so unreasonable.
I'm not unreasonable.
We're in a war. And until it's over, our private lives must just stand still.
Well, does that mean we're supposed to stop living?
Is Johnny Jones private citizen? Yes. I'm Corporal Jones. I don't know how long it'll take to get back to being Johnny Jones private citizen. But until I am, I don't intend to leave anyone on my conscience back home. That's only logic.
All right, Johnny, you win. After the war is the time for taking a wife. But you'll have to find a wife first.
Well, boys, here we are. I wanted to conduct this little tour personally. This is where Yip Yip Yap Hank was born. Remember?
Who could forget, sir?
1,000,000 years ago, it seems like. Seems like it was only yesterday to me. I was quite a man in those days, I thought.
You certainly were mean to me and my bugle.
Well, you know, you didn't do us any favors blowing that thing at 5:30 every morning.
Same old spirit after 23 years.
Well, we're a couple of years older, Colonel, but there's some things about the Army you never forget.
Very true.
That's right.
Hey, fellas, look at this. The same old kitchen, just like it used to be.
For little me, I'm a KP. I scrub the mess hole on my bended knee. Against my wishes, I wash the dishes too.
I didn't remember it then. I don't remember it now.
You know, your voice hasn't improved with age either.
Say, fellas, look. Here's a list of the old gang.
Well, what do you know? I'd forgotten about this. Yip, Yip, Yap Hank, the names of all the men in the show. There's Marty Brennan killed in action in the Argonne. And this little one here, Peterson, I don't remember him.
You remember the gray-eyed kid from Texas opened the grocery store?
Oh, yes.
He's gone.
Yeah, there's my name. I put it on when you fellas weren't looking.
Remember Dopey Mulligan who knew he'd get killed?
Yes.
He's now an undertaker in Des Moines.
No.
Yeah.
And there's Johnny Murphy. Remember that skinny little kid used to be dancing all the time? I wonder whatever happened to him.
Here I am, and I'm still hoofing.
Johnny, you look like the kid that swiped the watermelon.
You should see Doc Klosky if you want to get a laugh. He combs his hair with a towel.
No. Yes, indeed, it was a good show.
It was a great show. So were the men in it.
That was some war, too, the old war.
Yeah, that was the war to end all wars. And now we've got a new one. Well, what are we waiting for? A new war, a new show?
I knew it! Sir.
Well, Jerry, what do you say? Will you help?
Sure, I'll help. It'll be something fine for the boys to remember, because I'm afraid there'll be a lot of it that they'll want to forget. Incidentally, Colonel, it just reminded me, I've got a son right here at the camp's got a little talent. Maybe we can use him.
I've got one, too.
I've got one, too. Hey, what's the matter with my boy?
What about us old-timers? We ought to be in it, too.
That's it. We ought to do an old-timers number. What do you think, fellas?
Right. Whole idea.
Well, how about it, Murph?
Let's go.
Murph is ready. I'll tell you what we can do. We'll do the number we did in the last show. Do you remember the old close order drill we used to do with the dance steps? You fellas all line up, you know, just like you did on the stage. And when the band starts to play, I'll step down front and well, we'll figure the number out so you fellas can do it without me. I'll be busy anyhow backstage.
What do we call the show?
Yip, 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 bang for second.
No, Max, that's no good. It's a new war, a new show. We've got to have a new name.
Well, why not state the simple fact? This is the Army.
What do you think, fellas?
Great.
That's a great time. That's it. This is the Army.
Corporal Oxford and Private Joe Cook, Jr. Yes, sir. Corporal Oxford.
Yes, Sergeant.
Private Cook.
Yes, Sergeant.
Report to Captain Franks. You're going in the Army Relief Show.
Sergeant Stone,
Coming, Lieutenant.
you're going to be in the Army show.
Yes, sir. We'll have this tank right out. What show?
It's for Army Emergency Relief.
Yes, sir. Corporal Mitchell speaking, sir. Oh, that's great. I mean, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sydney. Hey, Sydney.
Yeah?
After this run, report to Lieutenant James.
Private Lance. Yes, sir. Yeager. Yes, sir. Anderson.
Yes, sir.
Report to Captain Bowie.
Corporal Truex.
Yeah?
Report to the CO right after this trip.
Corporal Barker. You will be on detached service with the Army Emergency Relief Show.
Allen Brothers, report to the orderly room immediately after the firing.
Sergeant Joe Lewis. After the bout is over, report to the orderly room.
Corporal Burrell! Report to headquarters immediately.
Private Christiani, Private Steiner. Change to ODs and report to the orderly room.
Corporal Perry, report to your company commander. Mendes. When you finish with that, report to the orderly room.
Private Podolsky, report to the orderly tent.
Yes, sir.
Pack your equipment. We're leaving for New York to join the Army show.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's all there is to tell you about the show. And I'm quite sure that you're all fully aware that this is for a vitally important cause. As to your conduct in this detail, remember that you're still in the Army. And every theater in which you work becomes an Army post in the strictest sense. You will continue to receive your military training before and after performances. For your military duties, you'll be commanded by Sergeant McGee. In command backstage will be Corporal Jones. Take over, Sergeant.
I've had strict orders from the colonel not to use any profanity today. So I can't tell you what I think about Army shows. Company! Attention! Right, face! Forward! March!
This sure cooks me up, Brown. I lose my girl with a flag-waving speech about a job to be done before I can marry her. And what's the job? Helping put on a show.
Shut up back there!
There's one of the nicest guys ever born.
That guy wasn't born, he was issued.
Did I say shut up or did I?
Out there, she's sitting with Ollie's mother. But I don't see Eileen. Where's Eileen?
I wouldn't know.
You would? What do you mean you wouldn't know? You're going to marry that girl, aren't you?
That was my intention.
That was your... What's the matter with that son of mine, anyhow? Hey, come on, hurry up, hurry up. Johnny, why aren't these men in their places? Don't they realize...
There's plenty of time, Dad. All right, get going.
And that Mandy crowd, I'll guarantee half of those fellas haven't got their costumes on yet.
I'll guarantee you everything will be ready on schedule. Now, take it easy, Dan. You're trying to take care of every little detail in the whole show. That's too much for one man to do alone.
Oh, that's right. I guess I have been getting in everyone's hair around.
Oh, that's not true. You've been swell.
Okay, Johnny. I won't say another word. I'll see you later.
All right, let's go. The curtain's going out. Ray, focus that thing right now.
Looked us over, and this is what he said. This is the Army, Mr. Jones. No private rooms or telephones. You had your breakfast in bed before, but you won't have it there anymore. This is the Army, Mr. Green. We like the barracks nice and clean. You had a housemaid to clean your floor, but she won't help you out anymore. Do what the buglers command. They're in the Army and not in a band. This is the Army, Mr. Brown. You and your baby went to town. She had you worried, but this is war, and she won't worry you anymore. This is the Army, Mr. Jones. No private rooms or telephone. You had your breakfast in bed before, but you won't have it there anymore. This
You're hereby ordered to sing what may very well be every soldier's theme song. I'm getting tired so I can sleep.
Out on a hike all day, dear, part of the army grind, weary and along the way, dear, but really I don't mind. I'm getting tired so I can sleep. I want to sleep so I can dream. I want to dream so I can be with you. I've got your picture by my bed. Will soon be placed beneath my head to keep me company the whole night through. For a little while, whatever befalls, I will see you smile till reveille calls. I hope you're tired enough to sleep, and please sleep long enough to dream, and look for me, for I'll be dreaming, 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 dreaming of you the whole night through. For a little while, whatever befalls, I will see you smile till reveille calls, till reveille calls. I hope you're tired enough to sleep, and please sleep long enough to dream, and look for me, for I'll be dreaming, dreaming, dreaming
Which is your son, Mr. Truex?
He's the one in charge of the guard. He's a little bigger than I am, but I don't mind.
Corporal Phil Truex, acting sergeant of the new guard, reporting.
Your orders are to take charge of this post and all government property in view. Old guard, relieve. Forward, march.
Mandy number ready. Lights.
I was strolling out one evening by the silvery moon. I could hear somebody singing a familiar tune. So I stopped a while to listen, not a word I wanted to miss. It was just somebody serenading, something like this. My pretty Mandy, there's a minister handy, and it sure would be dandy if we'd let him make a peace, if we'd let him make a peace. So don't you linger, here's a ring for your finger, isn't it a humdinger? Come along and let the wedding chime bring happy times for Mandy and me.
happy times for Mandy and me. For Mandy, there's an insert handy, and it sure would be dandy. Come along and let the wedding chime bring happy times for Mandy. Mandy. Ding dong, ding dong. The wedding chime ring out for Mandy. Mandy. Mandy and me.
Great, wonderful. And you kids were worrying about a minstrel number being too old-fashioned. Why, it worked just as well tonight as it did in the old show.
Grown-up guys in dames' clothes, if that ain't a sad sack of bananas.
Oh, McGee. All right, hurry it up, you fellas. That cue's barking at your heels. Come on, step on it. Speed up.
Hey, Johnny, Bennett hasn't shown up for Ladies of the Chorus.
What's the trouble, Johnny?
Bennett hasn't shown up.
Why, he's the funniest man in the number. You've got somebody to replace him, haven't you?
How about Tyrone?
Oh, no. Dames' clothes, what must their mothers think?
Now, listen, McGee. Opening night is trouble enough without having you around.
Sergeant McGee, as stage manager of this troupe, I order you to report to wardrobe. For assignment to Ladies of the Chorus.
What? Over my dead body?
Corporal of the Guard!
Okay, Sarge. Let's go, Sarge. Magician act. Curtain.
Prepare for inspection. Corporal Mendes, why aren't you prepared for inspection? Attention!
Corporal, you're smoking.
Get rid of that cigarette. Look at that floor. I've never seen such a mess. Pick up those papers on the double. I'll have you doing KP for the duration for this, Mendes. There won't be enough potatoes in the whole state of Idaho to keep you busy. You're out of uniform. Where's your cap? Put it on. Correctly. 1 inch over the right eye. Where's your tie? Where's your tie? Look at that blouse. The buttons are gone again. Mendes, how many times do I have to tell you? You can't give those things away like fraternity pins. Now you get some buttons on there, quick! Button up! I said but. Mendes, you're impossible. The day you become a soldier, I'll be pushing up daisies. Will you pick that thing up? Mendes, you're impossible. Any resemblance between you and a soldier is purely propaganda. You're a disgrace to the Army, you, a non-commissioned officer. Well, I've got a good mind to take your stripes back. Mendes, how on earth can you command the respect and attention of another soldier?
Sergeant, Lieutenant, Captain, Major, Colonel, General. Men, the basis of military efficiency is teamwork. Stood for action, let's go to work. us, and we've come through triumphantly. And as I led you through these amazing feats, it was a source of encouragement to know that you were behind me, assisting me every moment. Of course, it's doubtful that I could have accomplished all this alone, but it's only by pitching in together that we can build this unwavering tower of strength. And now, as we go on, you go... And now I can't impress upon you too strongly the need for a steady foundation, from the general down to the private.
Ladies of the chorus, curtain.
Sergeant Mickey, and I thought I knew men.
Ladies of the chorus, that's what we are, it appears. We were inducted and we took a bow. We joined the army, but look at us now. We're ladies of the chorus. Don't we look lovely, my dears? In corsets and dresses and cute golden tresses to hide the dirt behind our ears.
I was a plumber, I quit work last summer. My number come up at the start.
I was a printer, I quit work last winter. They okayed my lungs and my heart.
I was a farmer, potato embalmer. They took me away from the plow. I was a packer, I chewed plug tobacco. I wish I had some of it now.
Oh, now we're in the chorus, dressed up in girdles that squeeze. We're here to romance with, to sing and to dance with a bunch of dirty guys like these. Pardon me, but aren't you the country maiden?
That's my son, the fourth from the left.
Come closer, won't you please? I'm about to take a squeeze.
Very pretty, isn't he?
I will give your face a slap.
Yeah.
I would love to take you home.
He had to join the army to get into show business.
But I can't. She will treat you like a queen, but I'm only 17. If you're a 17er, so's my aunt. Woo! Hi-ho, I want you to behave. Hi-ho, I think you need a shave. Do you think that you can get me into pictures? If you're nice to me, I'll get you on the screen. How about a movie test, not with hair upon your chest? And now it's time to dance, but keep it clean.
Hey, Sergeant.
Ram.
Hello, Maisie.
Put up your jokes.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not going to hit a lady.
No. What?
Come on, fellas, hurry up. You're on next. Well, how's it going, man?
Great. Mr. Jones, that audience is sure treating us great.
Well, you fellas deserve it. Say, that's kind of a nice feeling, isn't it?
Sure is.
Hello, Joe. Nervous?
Mr. Jones, I quit worrying the day I got into uniform.
All I know is I'm in Uncle Sam's army, and we on God's side.
Well, that's a fine way to feel, and I don't know anyone that could say it better than you, Sergeant.
And we're right behind you, Joe.
Good luck to you. Good luck.
Let's take us on down.
All right, next number on stage.
Johnny, is that the music?
Yeah, thanks. Nice going, Joe.
Great, boy.
Rather the suit, there's a change in fashion that shows. In those Lennox Avenue clothes, Mr. Dude has disappeared with his flashy tie. You'll see in the Harlem Esquire what the well-dressed man will desire when he's strutting down the street with his sweetie pie. Suntan, shade of cream, or an olive drab color scheme. That's what the well-dressed man in Harlem will wear. Dressed up in ODs with a tin hat for overseas. That's what the well-dressed man in Harlem will wear. Top hat, white tie, and tails no more. They've been put away till after the war. If you want to know, take a look at Brown Bomber Joe. That's what the well-dressed man in Harlem will wear.
Suntan, shade of green, or an olive dress color. That's what the well-dressed man in Harlem will wear.
And really on the
dressed up in OD, with a tin hat for overseas. That's what the well-dressed man in Harlem will wear.
And
top hat, white tie, and tails no more. They've been put away till after the war. If you want to know, take a look at Brown Bomber Joe. That's what the well-dressed man in Harlem will wear.
All right.
Oh, Sarge, there's a couple of fellas at the stage door want to take you out.
Go on, you flat-footed can't march out a step hammerhead.
You don't have to take that.
Why, if you weren't wearing glasses, I'd punch you right in the nose.
I ain't wearing glasses.
Don't be changing the subject.
Ah, you're a bigger dope than your old man.
You'll never live to be as big a dope as my old man, right, Pop?
Right, son. What am I saying? On stage, Navy number.
This is the Army, Mr. Jones. No private rooms or telephone.
How about the Navy? Yeah, how about the Navy?
About time. Now you're looking at men.
Mm-hmm. Best in the Army.
Play anchors away.
The Army this, the Army that is all we heard from where we sat. Now how about a cheer for the Navy? The Army's great, the Army's tough, but don't you think we've heard enough? So how about a cheer for the Navy? We know that Mr. Stinson is solid as the rocks, but how about an orchid or Secretary Knox? The Army may be in the groove, but Walter Winchell won't approve unless you give a cheer for the Navy. Hip, hip, hooray, we haven't got long to stay, so how about one bouquet for the Navy? One word of praise, let it flow from your lips. One cheer and then we'll go back to our ships. Hip, hip, hooray, the Army has had its say. You're letting them get away with the gravy. Just let them know that an Army show could never be a hit without the Navy. Army's what you may prefer, but in the social register is where you'll have to look for the Navy. If you would like to touch the gilt of Astor or of Vanderbilt, you'll have to come around through the Navy. The show was in the alley, it simply wouldn't do, until the big finale was Navy white and blue. The Army sails across the foam, the Navy always brings them home, so how about a cheer for the Navy? Hip, hip, hooray, we haven't got long to stay, so how about one bouquet for the Navy? One word of praise, let it flow from your lips. One cheer and then we'll go back to our ships. Hip, hip, hooray, the Army has had its say. You're letting them get away with the gravy. Just let them know that an Army show could never be a hit without the Navy. Give a cheer, give a cheer, give a cheer, give a cheer for the Navy. Just make it clear that a rousing cheer is very much in order for the end. Hey, hey, bye.
Number now. Anderson, is everything all set with the stage door canteen number, props and everything?
Yeah, I think so. This just came for you. All right, get on stage, you prima donnas. Let's go. Get on for stage door canteen.
Hey, fellas, get a load of this wire.
Anybody I know, John?
We're going on tour. What do you know? Boston, Philadelphia, Washington?
Washington? Hey, wouldn't it be something if the president came to see us, the chief himself?
Yeah, wouldn't it be something if we could get this makeup off our kisses before the war's over?
You said it.
Say something. Hello, at least.
Hello.
Hello.
This uniform.
Red Cross Auxiliary. I'm helping out back home in my spare time.
Did you come to see the show?
Oh, to see Dad and the President. And you.
Me?
I've missed you a lot, Johnny. I try to convince myself you're not worth bothering about. I just haven't got the willpower, I guess.
I've missed you, too. Plenty.
Thanks.
Eileen, there's something I'd like to explain.
About our marriage?
Yes. I guess there are a million guys thinking of the same thing. What to do about their girl back home. Well, it was when I went to see Mrs. Nelson, just before I enlisted. You remember when Blake was killed at Pearl Harbor?
I know. But what has that got to do with us?
Well, she was telling me about Blake's widow, Dorothy. Just a kid, but a widow with a baby. Lonely and sort of helpless. With so much pride, she wouldn't impose on anyone. You'd be like that, Eileen. That's no future for you.
But, darling, you weren't killed at Pearl Harbor. Besides, how could I be a widow with a baby if we don't get married?
Well, that's just why we don't get married until this war's over.
Corporal Jones, I'm waiting for you.
Coming. You understand, don't you? Don't you? Will I see you after the show?
I don't know.
Please, say you'll meet me right here.
Johnny!
You better hurry.
All right, men. You know who's going to be out in front tonight? Our boss, the President of the United States. Now, you guys are giving a lot of great shows, but tonight's got to be the best one of all. All right, Sergeant.
Hey, Johnny, look. There's the President and General Marshall and the Secretary of State.
Gosh, just like he looks in the newsreels.
Hey, fellas, the President. Gee, I'd like to go out and thank him for that raise he gave us.
Canteen number.
We appear on the scene, hostess of the stage door canteen, sponsored by a lady with the wisdom of an owl, waiting for instructions from our captain, Jane Cowell.
Good evening, ladies.
Good evening, Miss Cowell.
Tonight's a special occasion, so be especially bright. The cast of This Is the Army will be our guest tonight. They must have fun, but don't be fools. It must be done according to the rules. You must be ladies.
Don't worry, Miss Cow. Merrily we appear on the scene. Hostesses of the stage door canteen. Entertaining soldiers who are going off to war. Glad to be of service, but we could do much more. We could do more for the boys and greatly add to their joys. But we don't get very far. The rules and regulations are we mustn't be seen outside the canteen with a soldier. They each could do with a gal. Would greatly help their morale. But we simply must resist. We take an oath when we enlist to never be found canoodling around with a soldier.
Absent-minded, that's me. Just as forgetful as I can be. I've got the strangest sort of a mind. I'm always leaving something behind. I left my heart at the stage door canteen. At the canteen. I left it there with a girl named Eileen. A girl named Eileen stole his heart away. I kept her serving doughnuts till all she had were gone. I sat there dunking doughnuts till she caught on. Till she caught on. I must go back to the army routine. The army routine. And every dull boy knows what that will mean. You know what we mean by routine. A soldier boy without a heart has 2 strikes on him. And my heart's at the stage door canteen. We must go back to the army routine. And every doughboy knows what that will mean. A soldier boy without a heart has 2 strikes on him from the start. And my heart's at the stage door canteen. Is at the stage
Mr. Jones, I gotta get off. I gotta.
What is it now?
I'm having a baby. Right this minute, I'm having a baby.
A baby?
They just told me. I thought my wife was in the theater, but she's in the hospital. I gotta go.
All right, now calm down, calm down. It's all right. Go ahead and have your baby.
Thanks, Mr. Jones.
But don't forget to take off that costume.
Yeah, the kid won't know which one's his mother.
Hello, fellas.
Hello, Jerry.
That's it. Let's go, My golly, what a lucky bunch of stiffs you are to be in on a command performance.
Don't we know it?
Now, listen, if anybody misses a cue or gets off the beat out there tonight, I'll strangle him personally. Do you understand?
Sure, Jerry. We won't let you down.
I know you won't, Max. You should see the crowd out there. Every big shot in town. And tonight, I'm going to take a look at the number from the front myself. I want to see how the boss likes it. Well, good luck to you all, and put the number over as you never put it over before. Good luck.
Okay.
Okay.
What he wouldn't give to be in this number tonight.
You bet.
Say, fellas, wait a minute.
Airco number, curtain.
What does a flyer think of when he's up there in the sky? Ask any army pilot, and he'll answer with a sigh. While I'm there in the air with my head in the clouds, I think of someone I love. And I know down below she's thinking of me while I am up there above. When the night is clear and the bombardier drops a bomb that's wired for sound, how I yearn to return with my head in the clouds to the one I love on the ground.
While I'm there in the air with my head in the clouds,
I think of someone I love.
and I know down below she is thinking of me.
While I am up there above.
When the night is clear and the bombardier drops a bomb that's wired for sound,
How I yearn
to return with my head in the clouds to the one I love on the ground.
wonderful. Jerry, I'm worried about Arlene. She hasn't come in yet.
Huh? Oh, don't worry about those kids. She'll turn up. Hey, Mom, got some news for you. After tonight, you're going to get your old man home again for good.
Is the show closing?
Boys don't know it yet, but this is the last performance.
What are you bawling about, Mom? I'm awfully glad to see you, lady.
Oh, Ted, I want to tell you something quickly while I still have the courage.
Something wrong?
No, I just want you to know it's all right. I mean about the Army. I was wrong before. This is what I raised you for. To be a credit to your country and to yourself.
Thanks, lady.
So, don't worry anymore, son. Just take care of yourself, if you can. And Ted.
Yes?
Give it to them.
Don't you worry, Mom.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take you back 25 years to another war, another soldier show.
We present an original scene from Yip Yip Yap Hank with Irving Berlin.
Attention! Murphy. Here. O'Neill. Yo. Dillon. Here. Barkley. Here. Jones. Jones. Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, the great musical comedy star. One of the original members of this number in 1917. Sergeant Jones, take over.
Attention! Riano.
Here.
Burns.
Right.
Clemens.
Here.
Spencer.
Yo.
Berlin. Berlin. At ease, men. That's the second time this week Berlin has failed to show up. Corporal, you go and find him. Tell him if he doesn't report to me in 5 minutes, I'll turn him into the lieutenant.
Okay.
Attention! Right, dress! Left step. March. Backward. March. As you were. At ease. Attention. In cadence. Exercise. Well, Corporal?
I just spoke to Berlin, and he said see if the Army couldn't get along without him this morning.
Oh, he did he? Take over, Corporal. I'll take charge of Berlin.
Lift base! Forward!
Sleeping Beauty, wake up. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up this morning.
Been a soldier quite a while, and I would like to state the life is simply wonderful. The army food is great. I sleep with 97 others in a wooden hut. I love them all. They all love me. It's very lovely, but oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I'd love to remain in bed. For the hardest blow of all is to hear the bugler call. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up this morning. Someday I'm going to murder the bugler. Someday they're going to find him dead. I'll amputate his reveille and step upon it heavily and spend the rest of my life in bed.
Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I love to remain in bed. For the hardest blow of all is to hear the bugler call. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up this morning. Someday I'm going to murder the bugler. Someday you're going to find him dead.
And then I'll get that other pup, the guy who wakes the bugler up,
and spend the rest of my life in bed.
Hey, Corporal, there's an attractive young lady waiting for you outside. There she is.
Oh, thanks. Eileen, is anything wrong?
Johnny, this is Chaplain Burke.
Congratulations, Corporal.
What'd I do?
Corporal Jones, I've decided that you don't know what the war is all about. We're free people fighting for the right to remain free, to work and to be married and to raise a family in a fine, decent country.
Eileen, honey, I know that.
Then why do you act like we've lost the war? Open your heart, Johnny. We're all in this fight together, women as well as men. Let's share our responsibilities. I want to be a part of you, Johnny. A part that goes with you on the battlefield, someone to come back to. This is a free United States. Doggone it, if we want to get married, let's get married.
Could you cut it a little short, sir? I'm in the next number.
Well, rationing is the order of the day. We'll need witnesses.
Oh, hey, Frank, will you get my father? Sure.
Mine, too.
Okay.
Forgive me, honey.
You ought to be ashamed. I even had to buy the ring.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish until death do us part.
To love and to cherish until death do us part.
To love and to cherish until death do us part.
Sergeant. Parade! Press! Ladies and gentlemen, it is with regret and pride that I make this announcement to you, to the members of the cast, and to their families. This is the final performance of your soldier show. In a few minutes, when the curtain comes down for the last time, the men will be ordered back to their combat units. Men, you have done a great job for a great cause.
Was not so long ago, we sailed to meet the foe and thought our fighting days were done. We thought 'twas over then, but now we're in again.